Hello dear students. Today we are going to do question number 13 of your textbook on page number 211. Here is the question. A and B are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4:1. And here is firm's balance sheet. Further, some conditions are given for the admission of a new partner. They admitted C as a new partner and their new profit and loss sharing ratio is 3:1:1. We have to prepare necessary accounts and balance sheet after admission of partners.
Here is the solution. Here we will prepare revaluation account, then partners capital account, then partners current account, as current account balance is also given in the question. Then cash and bank account will be prepared and new balance sheet. So let's start with first information. Here first point is given that C will bring rupees 20,000 as capital for his 1/5 share of profit and 5,000 as his share of goodwill in cash. So its first effect will be on debit side of cash and bank account, as he is bringing his capital and share of goodwill in cash. So cash balance is increasing. That's why it will be debited on debit side of cash and bank account 20,000 and premium for goodwill, that is 5,000.
Now C's capital balance will be recorded on credit side of partners capital account, and second effect of premium of goodwill will be given on credit side of partners current account. As we have prepared here partners current account, so as we know, transactions other than permanent capital are recorded in the current account when current account is prepared. So here premium for goodwill will be distributed to all partner, but its effect will be given on partners current account. So let us calculate sacrificing ratio. Here old ratio is given 4:1 and new ratio is given 3:1:1. So as we know the formula of sacrifice ratio, that is old share minus new share. According to this calculation, A's sacrifice is 1/5 and B's sacrifice is nil. That means here only partner A is sacrificing. So premium for goodwill will be given to partner A only, as he is only sacrificing. Now further in the question, in the same point, it is given that out of goodwill, half amount is to be withdrawn by the old partners. See, we have just recorded rupees 5,000 premium for goodwill, which is distributed to A on credit side of current account. But now as he is withdrawing half of the amount of goodwill, that means half of 5,000, that is 2,500, as he is withdrawing half of the amount of goodwill. So now this time we will pass reverse entry. That means we will record it on debit side of current account. And second effect will be on credit side of cash and bank account, because cash balance is reducing here as due to withdrawal of goodwill by partner A. Now second point is value of land and building is to be increased by 10%, while value of furniture and stock is to be decreased by 5%. So here as value of land and building is increasing, that's why we have recorded it on credit side of revaluation account. And as furniture and stocks value is reducing, that's why we have recorded it on debit side of revaluation account, as it is a loss. And second effect of it will be given in balance sheet. Here as value of land and building is increasing, that's why we will add this to land and building. And as the value of furniture is decreased by rupees 1,500, so we will deduct it, and revised value of furniture will now be 28,500. Similarly for stock, as its value is reduced by 750, that's why we will write here in outer column the revised value, that is 14,250, which is arrived after deducting 750 from 15,000. Now, in third point, market value of investment is given and it is to be shown at the value of 35,000. So here in balance sheet, in outer column, we will record revised value, market value 35,000, and in old balance sheet, value of investment is given at 25,000. So that means there is an increase in the value of investment, increased by rupees 10,000, and as its value is increasing, so we will record it on second effect, we will give it on credit side of revaluation account. So on credit side of revaluation account, we will record 10,000 as investment, increase in the value of investment. Now in fourth point, information is given about provision for doubtful debt and it is to be made at 10% on debtors. Here in the old balance sheet, debtor is shown at rupees 5,500. So 10% of 5,500 is 550, that is bad debt reserve. After deducting 550 from 5,500, we will get 4,950 as the amount of debtor. And its second effect will be on debit side of revaluation account. But here we will show bad debt reserve at rupees 50. As we have made provision for doubtful debt, that is 550, and in old balance sheet it is already given at rupees 500. So here excess amount, that is 50 rupees, is our kind of loss. So it will be recorded on debit side of revaluation account. Now next point. In the next point, it is given that workman accident compensation claim is accepted rupees 1,000. And in old balance sheet, workman accident compensation fund is also given and it is shown at the value of 5,000. Now here entire 5,000, that is workman accident compensation fund, so entire 5,000 will not be distributed. Here let us see calculation here. Workman accident compensation fund is given in old balance sheet, that is 5,000, but as here claim is accepted of rupees 1,000, so remaining amount, that is 4,000, will be distributed between old partner in their old ratio. So here we will give effect of it on credit side of partner's current account. It will be distributed between A and B as 3,200 for A and 800 for B, as old ratio is 4:1. So according to that ratio, A's current account will be credited by rupees 3,200 and B's current account will be credited by rupees 800. But in balance sheet, claim of rupees 1,000 will appear on liability side. So here WACF will be shown on liability side at rupees 1,000. Now in the last point, it is given that dishonor expense of bills receivable rupees 150 and bank charges rupees 300, which are paid but not recorded in the books. Now here both the items, that is bills, dishonor charges and bank charges, will be shown on credit side of cash and bank account, as both are paid and it reduces the bank balance, so it will be recorded on credit side. And as it is a loss for the firm, so it will be recorded on debit side of revaluation account. This is second effect. So here we will record bills dishonored charges, that is 150, and bank charges, that is 300 on debit side of revaluation account. Now in this question also, goodwill is appearing in their old balance sheet, so goodwill account here must be closed, and it will be closed by distributing it to old partner in their old ratio. So old goodwill, that is 5,000, will be distributed as 4,000 to A and 1,000 to B according to old ratio, that is 4:1. Then you have to record remaining items from their old balance sheet After then, you will close revaluation account. Here you will get revaluation profit. Revaluation profit will be distributed between old partner in their old ratio. So here A will get 8,600 and B will get 2,150. Now this will be transferred to partner's current account on credit side, as this is profit, and then partner's capital account and partner's current account will be closed and closing balance will be transferred to balance sheet. Here we will record closing balance of capital and closing balance of current account. Then we have to close cash and bank account. Here also we will get closing cash and bank balance, which will be recorded on asset side in balance sheet. So here our balance sheet will get tallied with the amount 1,48,250. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.